August 1945. The US drops 2 atomic bombs in Japan. First Hiroshima, then Nagasaki. The war against Japan came to an end soon after. Many Western historians say these bombs were the reason Japan surrendered. However, 80 years on, history is being more fully revealed.
The Chinese government solemnly commemorates the 80th anniversary of the Chinese people's war of resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War to remember history, cherish the memory of the martyrs, cherish peace, and create the future. Any country that faces history with integrity and honesty and is truly committed to peaceful development, it will no doubt or even object to this intention.
The historical truth is that China bore the brunt of the anti-fascist war against the militarized Japan, beginning in 1931 when Tokyo invaded northeast China. 35 million Chinese casualties in 14 years of fighting, which tied up the vast majority of Imperial Japan's forces. Western historians have tended to focus on Western victories such as the Normandy landings, D-Day in 1944. And when officials in the U.S. talk about Japan today, they tend to speak in a very neutral tone. After 1945, Japan was occupied and became a key ally in the Pacific. This recent statement from the U.S. State Department raised eyebrows across Asia, where memories of Japanese aggression and brutal occupation have not faded even 80 years on.
80 years ago, the United States and Japan concluded a devastating war in the Pacific. For 80 years, the United States and Japan, however, have stood shoulder to shoulder to safeguard peace and prosperity in the Pacific.
Even when depicting the war in the Pacific and China, Western culture has tended to focus on U.S. contributions in the anti-fascist war.
The catastrophic impact on the civilian population of the Japanese invasion of China and the Nanjing massacre in particular, it must be remembered.
The recent Chinese blockbuster Dead to Rights portrays the massacre of Nanjing, which began in December 1937. 300,000 Chinese citizens killed during 6 weeks of brutality by the Japanese. The spectacular Dongji Rescue, a portrayal of heroic Chinese fishermen rescuing hundreds of about-to-drown British prisoners of war. These 2 movies are helping correct the Western-dominated narrative with audiences.
One of the things I remember from that time is thinking, oh, the world was crazy back then, but it'll never be crazy like that again. And I worry now from time to time when I see craziness come up in people that it could happen again. And I think that reminders like this in the form of movies are important.
China's pivotal role as a major battleground and contributor in the global fight against fascism is now being recognized more than ever. Even 80 years on, a full and complete history can shape international understanding now and for future generations to come. Victor Ning, CGTN, Washington.
And that is